Welcome back to Let's Play Nier. Let's see if I can actually pull this off. Wait, what am I looking at? I gotta cross the bridge. That might be a problem. So I can't. Meh. Bridge over here. God damn it. It does that. Been doing that there's a couple times now. Where I have the thing plugged in even though it's... I don't know why it's come up. Just so it's full battery or whatever. Whoa, hello! Shit, it's everywhere here. All bunched up around the forest, which is where our next stop is. I'll take these over wolves, even though, holy shit, yeah, the desert's fucking teeming with wolves. I had to complete, like, probably the most pain in the ass of that fragile delivery thing, because you gotta go from our village to, Facade. I also did not know that by dodge rolling you can break that shit. Because I went there, I'm like, I didn't get hit by anything. How did I... And then I do it just outside. I dodge roll without thinking, and I'm like... And Weiss is like, no, dear, something broke, or whatever the message is. We're like, oops. Meanwhile, in Seafront, this fucking quest has me over a... It was the old woman from the lighthouse? Ooh, I'm maxed up on magic drops. That's a dirty rag. Or dirty bag, excuse me. Am I maxed up on them too? How many of those do I have now? Alright, I'm all maxed up. Okay. Ah, just the key. That's right, that was the other one. Oh well. Because again, we're going to the forest where I can get the whatchamacallits now. More antidotal herbs, because there's the scorpions out there too that can roll up and poison on you. But yeah, the one quest where the old woman keeps the lighthouse wanted to live and meet her lover, because I think she knew her time was coming, and then the postman there was like, they told her no. We discover she's got the black scroll too, and then we discover her lover died 50 fucking years ago, and the entire shitbag town kept that from her for that pound. Holy shit. Like, I get spearing the old woman's feelings, but 5 decades of that shit? And then she's all at the end, like, I told her, like, you can make the choice to, like, tell her the truth or whatever, but the postman gives it to her, like, oh, deliver this letter for me. I can't tell her the truth. And then I'm like, oh, she's got to hear it from at least something. And I'm like, and then they're like, she says like, they work so hard in this ruse, I'll carry it on like none the wiser. The fuck is that? And then there's another quest to go back up to the postman and get the word that she fucking died. Like, how do you do that? Keep that secret for that amount of time. Shit. 50 years, no one thought that, hey, maybe this is a douchebag thing to do. Anyway, yeah, this guy was just sitting out here all the whatchamacallit, and I think I already passed the first tree that had the antidotal herb, but I kept coming down here for those. I think there's boxes over there. It might be the box. Beware the words. Contagious words. Those who dream. It's a shame that we got down here. Hold on a moment. There's a strange new sensation in my mind. Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way. It is not quizzical. Wait, who are you talking to? The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? I'm Renoa. This is Weiss. We heard something happened in this village, so we came to see if we could help. You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream. Past week's mysterious disease called the Death Dream. There's another disease? Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him. Whoa! Why is this getting bigger to fit this font? Oh, I can drop this real quick. Now, see here. Are you saying we've been absorbed into your dream? Well, yes, I think you have. Oh, crap. That means we've caught the death dream? For the mayor confirmed the suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage. Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep. Can you fall asleep? You're a book. That's just how the death dream works. Brushing aside the book's remarks. My remarks should not be brushed aside, fool, and it would behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all of its narration. Oh, so you can see things we can't? Maybe you have a clue in this way. Mayor twists his mouth to an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Renoa had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Something there must have caused you to enter my dream, a certain conversation of specific words, something. No one Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasp. Fourth wall? Hello? Hello? Where'd it go? Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Renoa like a contagion. Wait, did someone just say contagion? Yes, what of it? Well, that villager told us to watch for contagious words, right? Mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing the startled Weiss aside in the progress. Well, he must have said something, right? Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A ship? Blurting out the first thing that popped to his head. After a few more minutes of thought, Renoa's face lit up. I remembered those who dream. I'm sure of it. At this point, Mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket, flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval. That sounds right. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. Mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub, tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. Mayor paused, the grimace crossing the face. I should probably be taking notes or something. I forget that's why you got that piece of paper. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place while trying to understand it. Instead of trying to understand it. What's a really smart way to say fuck sentences? Curse these words, even though I'm a book and know things about words. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off. Ooh. I tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know. Paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, saying to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. Is that why there's no one here? Because again, people were just... I came here of myself earlier, like I said, but people were just like, they were here, but they weren't responding to me at all. Like, I couldn't talk to them. I couldn't get a thing to appear on them. That was like the first time I was able to talk to anybody out here. So I'm like, this has probably got to be something for Lisa. So when I heard the forest, I'm like, I know exactly where I'm going next. Last episode, when I heard that. Seems someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of their lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. Mayor's voice took on a note of steely determination, and I won't stop trying till it happens. Renoa nodded in agreement. Wait a second, I didn't nod. What are you... Look, can we be of any help? Just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence. Grimoire looked from Renoa and the mayor back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, you told us nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it, but yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived. Mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you're right! Yeah, I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine and dreams are the fuels. If you can imagine an exit, it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. Suddenly he felt as he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two! He called out to the parting forms of Renault and Weiss. We're all counting on you! Renault slowly faded into the misty forest. The mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man before. But where? The mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours later, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, they'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him, mist making it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. Moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist my ankle. That's already happened once on a patch of black ice. Don't do it. More than once I've been forced to steady myself on the rough bark of a tree. And now I've got smelt. Got stuff of a thistle. Yeah, that sounds like me. Additionally, Wise was proven to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time pissing and moaning. Grumbling with as he does. Finally, after Wise muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment. Yeah. One man can only take so much. You know what? Go to hell. We're stopping. I need the rest of our units before I throw up. Leaning against the tree and trying to stretch the knots from his back. How can a stupid forest be so goddamn big? I'd say goddamn, I'd say fucking big. But anyway. It seems to be more her thing. She'd be like, how can this be? The moments a word tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects. Oh no, bugs! Let me swing my sword at them. He whispered with a volume that rattled his teeth. I slapped my hands together over his ears and screamed over to be heard. What the hell's going on? He was heard Weiss's mouth moving, but he must have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Noah's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, I removed my hand from my left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zring, 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 shaka-ka-ka-ka-ka, shaka-ka-ka-ka-ka, ka-ka-ka-chee, whoa, 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 what are these noises? Shik, 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 shik. The insect symphony dimmed another decibel, began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects were just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with it suffers. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. Oh boy, we're in riddles again. Actually, no, we were in puzzles last time. Now it's riddles. That's a little... Ugh. Puzzles I can, can kind of fuck with. Riddles. Wordplay might get me. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it suffers. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What should I know? Weiss's mouth flew open before he could say anything. The world suddenly shifted. Read, wah! Read, wah! Shake, shake, shake. When Noah came to, he was once again surrounded by the sound of insects. Ooh, they didn't like my answer. They're creating words. Words that he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it suffers. Oh, they're gonna make me do it again. So, I guess a secret, woman wouldn't make sense. And really furious that Weiss left the test to him or Noah's side and gave the only answer that made sense. A secret, right? Sounding insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Noah like a rippling wave opening a new path. Yay! The forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased to pass that test, Noah moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. Because the forest accepted us. Do not mistake the will of the forest as some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring, as Noah's, me personally, is slowly starting to creep in that I might be playing a fucking visual novel only with text. This is a text-based adventure? What is this game? What is this game? I like it, but I'm just like... And someone already said in comments, on my Mamoru Curse video, it's like, oh, it was Panda Radio. It's like, hey, you're good at twin-stick shooters. You're gonna need that for Automata. I'm like, I did a little bit of that in a dungeon already. If there's there's more there, I'll certainly, fucks with that. No problem. Got kind of a soft spot. It's all my Smash TV and Robotron 2087 talking. That's just, hey, one of my favorite games growing up. I picked up a small rock and set it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens. The surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When it finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy. Is that the sun? I enter through the window, but I don't break any glass, and then when night falls, I'm gone. Sunlight. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Awakening Wise from his daze. That's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Wise saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it? I mean, who'd build a house all the way out here? We've seen weirder shit, man. Come on. Anyway, I walked over and pounded on the door. A minute of solid banging. A door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Before I could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and I end the night at 3. Okay, this I feel like everyone should know. This is one of the oldest ones here. Wish to engage this man in conversation, and we must answer his riddle. What's it? 4 in the morning. Yeah. You start as an individual, as a person. 4 legs in the morning, a baby. 2 at noon is, I guess, like midlife. You stand on both legs, and then you get a crutch for your, and that's your 3rd leg. That's one of the oldest riddles, and there is. I remember seeing that a whole bunch. You're the mayor. I'm not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw... Wait. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you just said. It'll make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. Well, I'll say this. At least I'm not getting lost myself. And I feel bad having realized that. I could have just walked around instead of just moving back and forth and flipping out. I could have just made a circle and eventually got my way there. I know this now. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him as Renault watched Miss Soup from the ground and enveloped the college, erasing it from existence. Wow, 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 wow. Dear Journal. This is Porkchop, a dog I own. When Renault and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. Hey, what are you doing over here? Just gonna be the mayor over again? Good gravy, you made it. You actually made it back. Oh, this is the other mayor. His left hand grasped her nose and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket. While his right seized Weiss by the corner and swung him through the air. Whee! My app's shaking me, you fool. We've not even told you if we were successful or not. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Renault withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We've broke the Death Dream seal. At least I think we did. His face beamed as Renault filled him in on details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? That's a hell of a story. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fight against the rules of this place's futility itself. Ron the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten it is words that control the Death Dream? Words that allow us to move from place to place. Gotta answer all these riddles. These words are absolute. If another words tell us to sleep, we shall. And once we do, the story continues. No choice but to press on. It's the first time I ever felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They must have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Oh, okay, cool. It's starting to come back. Ow! Oh my god. What is this game? Oh, this is tremendous. Oh, wow. Again, I saw this from Zafira Robuno, and she doesn't stream all that often, but I remember her streaming this, and she was like I think it was one of her favorites or something like that. Just like, I don't know, it just seemed like out of her way or something like that to definitely want to stream something like this. It was, so to just experience it firsthand like this, I'm like, I'm sorry, I keep getting taken aback by all this. Good news, we made it. Oh, wow. Wow, we did it. I'm back. I'm Owen Wilson now. Terrible impression. Wow. You blinked once. Sorry, I'm thinking of the lightsaber thing. Wow. He blinked once, twice, 3 times a lady, and as though not believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. That dream started to spread through our village, and I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. Well, how bad must you all be in those riddles? Like I said, I thought I was rules to meet the challenge, but a lot of them were just like gimmies. I guess no one ever deigned to like stand around and wait to ask and just like ran for cover once the insects did. I'd probably freak the hell out too and be like, what the hell's going on? The mayor started to stand, then collapsed to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked and glanced at Roach. Ooh, how long have you been asleep for? You might have, I don't know if you atrophied, but if you sleep in a wrong position, yeah, I know from experience that you can like, you're awake, but your foot might still be asleep. Without a word, the fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to. Rice trickled the mayor's lips. You're alone in short order, I'm sure. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped. I gotta save them. Mayor slowly made his way to the vine tree in the center of the village, bowed his head, and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition is only gonna make our mission harder. We should not put our faith in the gods. Mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse. It seemed the gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. Yeah, the letter did warn us, or our dream warned us, I should say. The letter was just kind of like ended off halfway into just dream. They probably dozed off and just kind of like itchy tasty, but, you know, less eating people and more. I say, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the 3 of them said their goodbyes, I mentioned the strange man who had given them the 3rd riddle and the mysterious words he left them with. I saw a version of you that wasn't yourself? What in the world? Lawson thought he stared into space for a moment. That was gonna sound weird, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Tried to keep a straight face and failed. Mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Figured it's just some kind of illusion created by a death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. More than likely it does, and that's what I'm doing right now. Like, yeah, sure, but there's something wrong with the mayor and his words. Wish I understood what the hell was going on. The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all. Oh, thank you so much. I got my life bar back. Now I can return to a normal life. It's one of the most bizarre diseases I've ever encountered. That's why I gotta help the other villagers no matter what. Dark execution magic. Ooh. Come up from below. Of course, they might be fast enemies. I don't know. I've been sticking with the whatchamacallits for now, and I've been doing okay. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I do the lance for heavy damage. Anything else, I can just swing in. I've just been shooting shit everywhere, especially the wolves, which give 100 XP apiece. And once you get out there in the desert, you get way out there. There's a couple of other things I unlocked, too. All them little kind of small pillars that you said, this one's not active yet. You gotta go around the village and talk to a whole bunch of people. One of the things is opening, like, you can, like, kind of teleport from one of those areas to another, and then there's another person that'll give you like these goggles so you can like, hey, now sandstorms aren't gonna fuck you up, and you can go out there and fight like a fuck ton of wolves. They take 100, but they're. I suggest finding one of those places to stay on and kind of rolling a bunch out. Thankfully, I'm at a point in a level where they didn't do that much damage, but my main concern out there mostly is to try to keep away from the more gray pointy things that's not Kaine, because that's where the fucking on the map screen, that's where the scorpions are, and they get poisoned, and that's a pain in the ass. Which I found out you can get rid of in another way by leaving that map screen. So if you're close enough to it, you can just run back and stave it off that way. Otherwise, I think I don't know if it kills you, but it took me down to quite a bit before I tried to run back and leave. I was gonna see if I can grab more herbs or something, and I'm like, this has to leave eventually, and it just happened as the screen changed. So I'm like, okay. For a silver, that didn't take much effort. Oh, touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as someone was guiding us here. You think too much, Weiss. Actually, no, I seem to be right on the money with that. What else is out here? Now that I have woke from my slumber. There's this fellow here. There's the shiny here. Another defense capsule. I'm getting hard up on those. Are those perma stat-ups I'm not noticing? They wouldn't give me that easy if that were the case. They wouldn't keep respawning, that's for damn sure. Yeah. Maybe at least get one of those. I know one of you has a whatchamacallit. Let's get that square too, since you're on the way. Here we go. Alright, you up next. This must be another person infected by the death dream. We gotta save them! Into the dream. Ooh, it feels like I'm playing a Lundra now. A little bit of that. What little of that I played. Which I hope to get back into someday. Please don't tell me I have to go back in there. I'm no good at this mind game crap. I'd rather hit something in the face and be done with it, or just use you to shoot it from far away. Perhaps you should spend less time complaining, more time getting on with the damn program. Time is of the essence. Blah, 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 blah. Breathe air, center with death, and resist the urge to laugh. Or I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, tucked under a stairway in a long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that seems without end. Light's no place here. Wind's a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes and eternity slips by in the single tick of a clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Hey, hello? McFly. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, for all the love of God. Help me. Impossible. I hear a sound of a lock being torn out and fall to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, I'm forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands, covering my face. You have come to this place? I'm Grimwolf Weiss, and this is Renoa. Long have we been searching for you? Searching for Renoa, searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one as Renoa extends his massive hand. Stick these sick gains, bro. Though my eyes are slow to adjust for freedom, my ears are keen as ever. They recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. Never thought to hear the rain again. Would that this were not such a terrible storm. Look at your feet. Force my eyes open and see water pulling around my feet and lapping at my shins. Oh, there's so much. And more comes with each moment we delay. We do not make good our escape, we shall drown here. We know you're weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I proceed north. And I have to hit down for it? At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fear, I think I see the outlines of a door. When I reach out a finger and touch the piece of the mass, it returns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and whoop. Corpses! I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the bed and back again until the horror dawns upon me. Someone piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I don't know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. To make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors. This is a fucking text adventure now, because look at this. I got choices. I can hit the down button to pick them. I'm like, oh my god. Your exits are east, south, and Dennis. Get ye flask. You cannot get ye flask. You have to sit there and ponder why you cannot get ye flask. Why Renault did not think to plug his... Sorry. The horrors and proceed north. Are we doing this again? Okay, we're going east then. West. How about east? How about east north? East north south? North? The water twists in my chin and now laps greedily. Uh-oh. Gonna run out of time. You dumb bastard. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insults cut short by the rising water. It's already too late for the water. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Oh shit! I chose poorly! Oh my god! I'm getting lost in text. Where the... Oh my god, don't make me start over again. Oh no. Okay, no, it's not him. It's just... Oh no. It's not word riddles anymore. I gotta figure out how to... How the hell am I gonna get him out of here? I don't have a thing that skips this. It's not like a cutscene, so I just gotta... Proceed. Alright. Dim corridors from there, going north. At the end of the corridor, a row of the... Oh, yeah, right. So down the corridors, go east. East. We're going east. West is back, so go north up. Keep going north. Did he make it this time? I imagine my surprise when I see a very painting hanging on the faded wall, which depicts a person in the prime of life clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe these people had lived long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye, constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction, a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands, yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I'm gripped with the most unpleasant feeling. Staring at me closely, the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger, with something behind the pictures pointing at me. Another prisoner, a fellow inmate trapped for eternity? I can't let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric survived, but it features the same delicate designs depicted in the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! I paddle forward through the water, squint down at the corridors, and go back? Let's go west this time. Row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides with a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. Can't remember the last time parched throat. On the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. I thought that a few cups mean nothing. I tell myself the cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts from the hole. This is no wine, it's blood! Whether animal or something else, probably from the corpses. That's what I would say. Foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood too? I like the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over the red ocean below. I gotta get the hell out of here, calling offwards like an animal, holding back screams, lest any foulness enter my mouth. I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I squint the corridors and head east. Continue east. Green hole with a sense of rain and for comfort. Waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest constructions. We're gonna run into some fucking cannibals with this shit. That's what this feels like it's leading towards. It's a really good dinner, I guess. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table since. And then I recoil. Close to the feast is also a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. And one splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. Take a moment to steady my hands, slowly back away from the table, desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me. My gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake. The chairs proved to be more terrible than the feast itself, each one covered in layers of spikes that runs from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead before the meal began. For it not, it's a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind rests practically at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crime for which this punishment. Thought in truth, I suspect that they committed no crime at all. Though in truth, there would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. Scoot down the corridors. Alright, we went east, so west is back, so go up. Shit! Oh, no. Damn it. That's twice I game over to text adventure. Am I taking too long, or what? Last time I made it. I made it that far at least, so I don't know. I just haven't figured out the means yet. And we're mashing. Proceed north. More mashing. Went north, so go east. Then north. East, north, west? And that's the casks again. Proceed east. More east. That's the rain again. That's the tables again. North. We made it to the front door. Break it down. Okay. Maybe I did take too long. In tandem with Renault and Grimoire Waste, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try gives way. We find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm and retreat. See, I was eventually going the right way. I even picked north before the message came up and said, "Oh, you drowned. Game over." So I technically did figure it out. At least I hope this is the way out. We're still not out of the woods yet, and maybe I'm second-guessing myself now. West, I can see a thin shimmer of light trying to break through. Go west! I'll throw my 200-plus attack sword at it and break it down that way. Time is of the essence. So knows my dress in tatters. She was trying to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Then you are a woman, madam. Yes. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as surprising as I only exist in the form of words. I can see that when Renault is disappointed that torn dress will be given no further description. Hey! But he hides it well. What are you trying to apply here, Gam? Blacksmith fills the abandoned castle. I'm more worried about getting the fuck out of here and continuing the game myself, okay? Don't you fucking assume shit, Gam, alright? Alright? You do you, alright, I figured you out, hopefully. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside their final shroud. Castle window shadow with a mighty roar. Fresh breeze blows through the hallways, clearing the smoke away for good as we watch in awe uncountable black shadows. Uh-oh. The castle's dead. I've awakened in your life as shades. Ooh, it's a boss. Ooh, it's a fight. Or no. Oh, that was got something to say about that. Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time. Yeah. Technically, I didn't fuck up that second time. That's what I'm gonna assume it was, because I was going that way, and then I got that message that said, "Oh, out of time to drown." With the blood or whatever, maybe that was the thing too. It looked like I worked past that part though. So what is that, like east, what you call it, and then something else, maybe? Like I said, I just didn't get out fast enough. Alright, what's your deal? Surprise-wise, your book. All this word stuff should be right up your alley. Quiet. Well, enough chat. Let's be off. Colony of massive sculptures visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. They had never seen such a sight. Their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey, Weiss, we keep walking, but those things don't get any closer. I don't get it. Are they really that big? Weiss continued his answer. The sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. Perhaps they are a manner of mirage. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Yeah. Wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, a thin wisp of grass pushed to the rocky surface, as if defying those who would lay this material down over their home. Feels like I'm back in the whatchamacallit again. The heat reflecting on the road made Renault lightheaded. Suddenly dropped to my knees and slammed my head against the black surface. God damn it, is this some kind of joke? Well, I'm not laughing. I don't even have the energy to laugh. I think I'll just die. Why try not to let his eyes roll too much? A joke? No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. Come on, that's bullshit, you know it! Possibly, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear. True. As time passed, my feet grew more painful. I don't even have my orthopedics on. I'm running around barefoot. What am I thinking? I have feet problems, man. My throat drier than I thought possible. I tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made me hesitant to trust my own senses. I hate the sun. We're definitely getting closer in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. So, it suddenly stopped walking, choosing instead to stay in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, his finger pointing at the distance. Water! Water? Preposterous, I don't see any. It's right there, can't you see it? Look, the sun's reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, and hounded towards the site. Bounded, rather. What in the world? There's no water, there was nothing but sand in every direction. I closed my eyes and sighed as Wise floated behind him, chuckling softly. I believe this is known as a mirage. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. So I pointed in the distance. Eyes wandered once more. Wait, there it is! I missed it! Look, it's right there! I sped off again, leaving Wise at no choice but to follow. In a few minutes, I came to a halt. Could have sworn it was right around here. I've gone mad. I've got desert madness. That's a blue shimmering pool. Oh, hey! Bounded off in search of it. The chase continued wearily for an hour until an examiner was finding flood for no one. Struck him in the face with his cover. You blithering idiot, stop this at once. There is no water here. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. I guess because you're... Makes sense. Probably would have arrived at that a little bit sooner, because I'm a little more pessimistic maybe than Action Dad Renoa, yeah. Pause for a moment, then continue speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted, because we have arrived. Oh, hey. Funny how that worked out. They're huge! Completely forgetting the pain of the past few hours. I have never seen something so big. Each sculptor formed roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle stretched up towards the sky, but that's where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions. Jesus, no wonder it's so hot. While others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel, unless the reflection's supposed to keep the heat away or something like that, perhaps? This art, who knows? Some had tall spires on their tops, others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Where are the people? The houses? Perhaps this land is intended exclusively for artistic use. Yeah, it's the land of art, not the land of people to admire art. Not the land of artistes, I should say. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels set on silent steel rails. Beautifully carved works of light red, amber, and green hanging on every street. Huh? Ooh. Are we back in the future? Or in this case, the past? Covered in glass or brick, but made and composed of materials they had never encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles are staggering. And unable to find a theme or purpose to distract works around them, we fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Uttered a sigh of relief as they approached them. Wow, I was getting tired of modern art. The statues indistinguishable. But for a single word chiseled on the right arms. 1 alpha, 1 beta, 1 gamma. On the touch of the Nier statue, a bird flew atop from one of the structures. Alighting on that statue's shoulder emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the... Oh no! It's this riddle! The real form will always speak the truth, the false one will only speak lies. The 3 statues are acquiring color and form as they begin to breathe. Look at that, they're alive. Triplets bow before me. Please, you gotta get me out of this nightmare, I'm real. Stop lying. Alpha's a fake, you know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap. Beta's a fake, everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. The 3 statues returned to their frozen state of sense once again enveloped the city. Considered all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing. But which one? I knew how this, starts with just one person. You just ask them, where are you from? Because Truth Guy, if he's telling the truth, he's like, oh, my village is over here. Let me take you over there. Like, take me to that's what it is. You ask them to take you to the village where you are from. Because the Truth Guy's going to take you to the where you're supposed to go. The liar's going to, by lying, is going to take you there as well. Because it would be false. Also, hey, Soloneov, welcome to Nier Text Adventure Edition. Holy shit, what a mood. Change this was. Whew. Only one form is real, the other are false. The real form speaks the truth, the false ones speak lies. I don't have a clue. It's got 3 humans. Oh, they're just gonna make me do it over again? Just right arms, 1 alpha, 1 beta, 1 gamma. Which statue did I move over to touch? Touch the nearest statue. Was Alpha the nearest? That's what I'm assuming. They don't say. Again, I would ask questions to try and get more information. They're only giving me what-you-call-it. Hey, look at that. They're all... it's the same thing. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying. Alpha's a fake. I'm the real one. Everyone knows I'm the only real one out here. Beta's a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Alpha didn't say whether anyone was fake. Shit. I have no clue. I got the riddles. And the whatchamacall was done by brute force and time ago, whatever. I even had that the second time and just died because I think I ran out of time. I think I Onimusha won to myself. Just getting around on that too. The little puzzle thing in there. Fucking feudal Japan Resident Evil ass game that is. Now that's a series worth looking into. Even though I didn't really care for one. Beta said Alpha was the fake. Gamma said Beta was the fake. Alpha said he was just the real one. He didn't put up. I don't know if that is even a clue or not, or if I'm just super harshly grasping at straws. Worst comes to worst, I guess. Alpha? I did it? Oh, that was a mistake, yeah. Best act more carefully next time. It's the worst job ever. Well, at least you're not killing me. Of course, I probably gotta mash through again. Oh my god, it is the whole fucking thing. Jesus, Gooms. Unless this is somehow a clue and I'm just pushing through to forget something. This is the right arms. One red alpha, one. The final one red gamma. Shouldn't the final one red omega? That's what made me think at first I can't trust gamma. Again, that's once again me grasping at straws, but you know, I know my Greek alphabet. I know the last letter in that alphabet is omega, not gamma. Why am I wasting so much time trying to summon fucking Valkyrion over here? Threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake, you know I'm the real one. What little crap. Beta's a fake, everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. You didn't throw shit at Gamma, so maybe that's it. Did I do it? It's Beta? I don't see why it would be. Again, I kind of get this riddle and I kind of don't. Because they did that, because, again, I'm going on the... This showed up in that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Joey's like, it's the Paradox Brothers. Only dealing with one person, you can ask, take me to your village. Problem is, I got more than one, so now it's a little more muddy. Watch Beta be false too, because I don't get it. I'm relieved to see why he's nodding at him. Oh, it was Beta. If Alpha was telling the truth, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar, therefore that theory crumbles. Already I'm lost. I told you! I'm good at puzzles, not riddles. Alright. If Alpha was telling the truth, which we know he's not, Beta and Gamma would both be fakes. All he ever said was, I'm the real one. That's what he prefaced it as. He didn't say whether anyone was fake. Beta said he's full of shit, I'm real. Gamma said Beta's full of shit, I'm real. So Gamma's claim that Beta is full of shit would be truth, even though Gamma's wrong too. Now let's presume Gamma spoke the truth, making the first two liars. In that situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar. That's a truth. Would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Okay. So if he calls him a liar, he's proven right. And let's assume it's Beta's telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. Thank you for saying. He dropped his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Renault pulled him into his foot. Why did you have a dream like this? Have you been to the city before? Villager slowly looked around the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I'm doing great, by the way, Solo. Well, I am now. I figured it out. Brute force, but I figured it out. And now explaining it out loud, now it makes sense. It's impossible, right? There's no way I could have been in a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I have. Deja vu, just like the mayor. Big sense of unease that struck an order in the mayor's room spread once more through his mind. I'm positive I've seen that place before. I get enough foreboding crap from everyone else in my life. Don't you start. Now all the village can wake up. The mayor's assumption was correct. I think we have enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's go see the mayor. Whew. What a mood.
Hello.
Thank you so much. What you got? Weapon? Ooh, nice. Faith. I can really have this? Of course. Apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it. Is it better than the weapon I have now? Because I haven't yet to run across something that's going to beat 220 attack. And that's just level 2. I'm trying to figure out to get it to level 3 so I can go to like 280 or something last I looked. All these other weapons that jump in don't... They can't even come close. I want to see... Faith. Yeah, 147 and very late. Cool katana, bruh. Not very easy to build a level 2. I don't know if that's a thing where you gotta build all the weapons to get like 100% for like trophies or something like that. I guess we go back to the village. I'ma save. Good lord. Didn't think I would tense up over fucking wordplay and puzzles. Not puzzles, riddles. I guess that's my college course or something like that, because the whatchamacallit was like, oh, don't jump here, or whatchamacallit, or like that desert temple. I'm like, okay. Only tripped up like once or twice or something like that. So how's the village? Truly magnificent. There are no words, really. Let's go back to Popola. I probably want to know what's going on in there. Let's go. Continue to kill things along our way. Wow, I'm one-shotting these practically. A little stronger as they shoot magic. Oh no! Gotta be careful. I just saw that boar. I gotta be careful there. Last thing I need is him getting all pissy and starting to attack us. He moves faster than I do. Of course he does. He's got 4 legs to my 2. Running on, galloping on them magnificent boar gams. Can you say animals have... Or just games for like attractive female me? I know it's got a dictionary thing to look up, got a word to look up there in my online dictionary or wherever I can find it. Games. Because I think now I'm just being a little too broad with the word. for a word that probably most likely describes broads, quote unquote. Classy dooms, dems. Good shot, Kaine. Just making sure. That's the first thing I bumped into trying to go it the other way. Was she getting attacked? I heard a Lori Bear scream and thought, what's going on?